Yo, 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 we are live. Sorry for being 5 minutes late. I was actually just working on a model and I lost track of time. I just completely lost track of time. So let me show you what I am working on and then we will begin with the roasts. So I am working on Ziz and I am making this model. So basically, I want to test myself, push myself to make some more dynamic poses, and this is what I have so far. This is also a collaboration with Aryan. So Aryan 3D, of course, you know him. He's modeling the base that will go under this character. It's going to be really sick, and we're going to be making this piece together. So it's almost towards the ending. I just need to finish this off, just clean up some stuff here and there. Yeah, push it a bit more towards likeness and it's going to be awesome. Couple more days and I will share that with you guys as well. All right, without any further ado, let's begin with the roasts. So let me sort this by top. Oh, not top, but by new. I always mess this up. So new, and let's begin. Okay, so McCoy Moss face level 3. Let's see. I feel stuck in this level and this is because I want to make sure that my sculpt is close to the reference, which I don't feel like I am there. Feedback is always appreciated. Hello Draco, how's it going my friend? Pleasure seeing you here. So reference sculpt. Alright. Yo bro, honestly I think this is really good. You just need to adjust a few more things and then it will be close. So let me show you. So here the first thing that I noticed is that the nose is slightly too wide compared to the reference. So just push it closer, make it slimmer, and you should be there. So you see, you notice the angle here. Look at how steep this slope is versus how subtle this taper is. So just push it a bit closer and you will be there. The second thing that I can notice is the brow. So in your case, I see that the brow is fairly linear, whereas over here it has this angle here and then this angle here. So it has a bit of this angrier expression, and if you get that, bro, you'll be close, like you're very close. So just work on these two things and you're already there, my friend. So great job here. I love this actually. So let me change this to quality post. You're pretty much there, but just make these two adjustments and boom, you're there. Satish, I hope I'm pronouncing your name right, my friend. Day 9 lips. Oh wow, this looks promising. Let's have a look. Oh, not bad. I like this. Mouth. Okay. I just feel like you have a bit of a dip going on here. So this area, just smooth it out. The bulk looks nice, but you should have, I don't know, bro. It feels like a pimple almost. Feels a bit sharp. So just make it a bit more subtle. The chin feels a bit sharp as well. So just take the clear shades brush, just add a bit more volume here and then smooth on top of it. That should fix that. Let's see. Is my microphone working? Let me double check, but last time it wasn't working. Okay, it is working. Perfect. Let me also just double check these sound settings. I don't know why, but every time I set this to 69. 69 is the setting that I chose for this. Okay, so it works best when it's on 69. But for some reason it keeps dropping down. I don't know why that is. It's just a Windows thing. I've tried to find fixes for this, but it doesn't work. Not sure why this happens. All right, Satish, from the side view, what I notice is let me draw and show you. So let's pick the line tool. Let me draw a line straight from this area here, and then also a same thing from here. So you see here the distance between, where's the cursor, bro? Okay, yeah, so the distance here, notice how there's a gap between the mouth and this line, whereas this mouth is almost on the line. I think this area of your sculpt, it's too protruding, so definitely do push it in slightly so that this aligns with the upper lip. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. The neck feels very thick as well. So the neck, yeah, neck is definitely very thick. I would push it closer. Yeah, definitely. Oh, the overall head, I will push it slightly closer. The rough estimate that you want to follow is that the head should almost be able to fit inside a square. Okay, so just something square-ish, not a perfect square, but square-ish. But in this case, you see, it feels like elongated slightly. So yeah, definitely do push it here. The neck can be slimmer. This part is too further on the neck as well. So you always want to aim for halfway. Okay, so here, when you have this length, almost halfway is where the Adam apple should be. But in this case, it's way forward. Maybe that's why the neck is thick as well. You don't need to adjust this, you need to adjust this. So do play around and that should fix it. But definitely do push this in closer. Yeah, other than that, nothing too concerning. Ah, bro, the ears, why, bro? Like, why do they look elfish? They're so pointy. Don't make them pointy. The ears should be, the generic shape for the ears is just a C shape. So however you write the letter C, that should be the shape. So it should go up, it should curve down, and then it should curve back up again. Okay, so definitely have that curve. This, because you have this as a point here, it just looks very elfish. So that should fix your sculpt. Great job. Love this. The sound is perfect. Thank you for confirming, my friend. Brian, let's check, bro. Let's check. Excited to see what you've got. Still focusing on level this week. Still focusing. Oh yeah, bro. Like the neck is an issue. Definitely. Let's check the front. Third quarter. The head feels really small compared to this one. So the head feels very small. I think it's because you've placed the ears to top. Let's check the side, the front. Yeah, so there are a few factors that may contribute towards a small head. One, that the temple line here is really small. See here, it should go up and away, and it's really wide. Okay, so the forehead is wide. This one is very thin. So definitely need to bring it out here in this part here. That would fix the width of the head, and that will give a bigger head as well. From the side, definitely just look at this. So here, notice how big the head is versus how small it feels here. Really small. Definitely add more width to this. So when you add more width to this, it will make it bigger here as well. A bit more height to it. And you definitely need to push it from the back as well. I wish I had a top view so I could comment more on this, but we do not have a top view here. Yeah, and the neck, my friend, definitely. Notice this is almost halfway where the Adam apple begins. This one is too forward. He feels like a toad, a bit of a toad. You know, like when the toads, they, I don't know, they inflate their throats. Something like that. So definitely need to make it less, yeah, about halfway here. Here should it be. Here it should be. Perfect. This part of the neck, this down here, I feel like this is projecting too much as well. So about here should be fine. You see here, it's behind the jaw. This part is behind the jaw. And if I draw a line here, it's ahead the jaw. So we definitely need to push it somewhere here. And that should fix your sculpt, my friend. I love the dedication that you have towards this and how persistent you are. So that is a very good sign. I love it. Keep up the good work, my friend. You are getting better with every feedback. You will be there very soon. Just implement these changes, all right? Perfect. SK Jahir. Phase level 1, I would really appreciate for the review and what I can improve more in it. Let's check. Front looks nice. Okay, I do see one concern, but let me check the other views as well. Side looks perfect almost. Yeah, this is very nice. I love the side. Side is very nice. Let's check the back. Back is nice. Top view also nice. Yeah, maybe you could just push the back here slightly wider so that you have an egg shape going on. I feel like this part is the widest, but here should be the widest part of the head, right behind the ear. So just need to push that, otherwise it's perfect. From the front, what I noticed is the same issue. Since you have the widest area here, down here somewhere, it should be up here somewhere. Okay, so the widest area, where's the mouse? So you have the shape going on. the widest area being here somewhere, and then it tapers down. Okay, so just fix that and you should be good to go. Almost perfect, my friend. Another thing that I see is that your neck is a curve all the way down to the trap, so that is not nice. You do need a bit of this line for the neck, so this straight line for the neck, and then we can see the trap here. So notice here we have this line, and then we see the trap. It's not one continuous curve. So just fix these things, bro, and you're there. I love it. You're making good progress. Very nice. Quality post, like. Ari Basaka, first time doing sculpting, skull level 1. Okay, not bad for the first time. Let's check. Front view, side, okay. Bottom. Yeah, bro, I would honestly recommend just do the exercise again, because this is not close to the level 1 that we have here. So the level 1 that we have is this shape right here, and what you have does not resemble this at all. Okay, also in the video I clearly mentioned that the bottom should be a line, it should be a line, and it should be another line, but I see this as a curve. So yeah, definitely bro, just watch the video again. What else? Yeah, this, nope, doesn't work. See here from the side it's almost a straight line down, but in your case what we have is we have this banana shape, so we do not want that. So yeah, for watch the video again, watch it just to watch the video, and the next time you do, try it along the video. The third time just try it on your own with the reference, and that should help. And when you're following the reference for the face level 1, the skull level 1, use the skull level 1 reference. You have all of these source files, so just click on this model, press /, isolate this, and this will be your reference. So the way that we sculpt is that we have your sculpt on one side, and then we have the reference on the other side, and you can spin this around, compare angles, and that will give you the best result. I feel like this is a rushed process, so definitely bro, do try the video again. Let's see, Ahmed Samir, skull level 1, day 6. Hi everyone, glad to be here in the challenge. Recently I've been focused on studying facial anatomy and practice sculpting a human skull step by step to get the proportions and the primary forms right before moving to full character design. Here is my result. I'd love to hear your feedback, thoughts, or any tips to improve my workflow. Looking forward to learning alongside all of you. This is the results for skull level 1. Let's see. Okay, so you definitely have the right reference, so that is nice. Yo bro, why are you sculpting on 2 different windows? Oh no bro, don't practice this way. Like, I've shared the source file with you, and the source file is this file exactly right here. So what you want to do is, on this viewport you sculpt, and on this viewport, whatever level you are on, just click and press the /. So then you will be there, instead of working on 2 separate windows bro. Like, why you're just torturing yourself. Just click on them, click on the reference, and then press the /. On this viewport you have your reference, on this viewport you will be sculpting. So you're putting yourself in misery for no reason, my friend. Do you roast models too? Yeah, if they deserve it, bro. Like, I don't see any models that are too bad yet, so I don't want to roast them for the sake of it. Let's see. Yeah, so what you want to do here is definitely, bro, like, the taper on this is too extreme. You have this hourglass shape going on. It's not nice. You just want to have this subtle taper from the top to the bottom, so this subtle diagonal going on the skull, whereas you see here it's a line and it suddenly sinks. Not nice. This here, the jaw should be almost halfway, so this is the skull. Almost halfway is where the skull is, and on this one you can see that it's beyond that. It's almost, I don't know, between the half and the third. So definitely do fix that as well. Yeah, the bottom still fine. Top definitely too narrow on the front, so definitely needs a bit more width here. That should fix it. At least their faces, there is something wrong with mine, but I don't know what it is. I mean, the head. But then just join the community, my friend. Share your post here, and I would be happy to roast it for you. I think more roastable sculpts, you can find them on random sculpting communities. Like when you go on Reddit or when you go on Discord, people sharing their results there, and it just sucks, bro. And the thing is, though, it's a masterpiece. They have no understanding of the fundamentals, no understanding of the basics, and they just want to sculpt, I don't know, they want to sculpt Superman or Omni-Man or their favorite superheroes, and it does not work. The reason the posts here still look better is because they are following the course and sharing results from there. But if you go on Reddit or Discord, bro, like they are insanely bad sculpts there. Satish, let's check. No sculpting. Yeah, looks really nice actually. I love this nose. One thing that you could improve is the nostril. So slightly make it slightly deeper, because the nostril you see here, it's slightly inside the face as well. So you want to do that as well. Other than that, looks very nice, bro. Like this is good. I like this. Very well done. You're on a very good track, Satish. And I think next week you will be a champion. I wouldn't be surprised. Awesome. Ear sculpting. Yeah, I think this is slightly elfish. So this is the same ear that I think I reviewed a few posts ago. So just need to make it slightly more curved. I don't have the rest of the angles, so it's hard to comment on this. Alright, added a new fun category. By the way, guys, I just added this new category to the community. So if you want to roast some Jerry's, or if you had a funny accident when sculpting in Blender, just share it here. Let me show you a really funny accident that happened to me. And I hope YouTube does not ban me for this. So flash warning, guys, for those who have, I don't know, for those who are 8 years old. Flash warning. Let me show you what happened. So basically what happened. Okay, so what happened was I was experimenting with the hair particle system, and I was working on a female model. And on the female model, I had just extracted some pasties, some tape for her nipples to cover up her chest, and I extracted an underwear so that I could cover up her private parts. And then I was experimenting with the hair particle system on her head. And what happened was I completely forgot to remove the mask from the underwear that I made before making the hair on the head. And what ended up happening was I was brushing the hair on the head. I was grooming it. Oh, where am I? Yeah, I was brushing the hair on the head. I was grooming it. And when I zoomed out, bro, I got caught off guard. And this is what happened. Boom. She had pubes. So I had forgotten to remove the mask from her underwear, and yeah, it ended up as pubes. And that was a very funny incident that happened. So if you have some memes or whatever, just share it in the fun category. By the way, if you make a meme on Jerry's and you roast Jerry's, I will feature those memes on the YouTube videos. So it's going to be insane. Okay. Awesome. RM. Let's see. Face level 1. Can I go to face level 2? What do you think? Let's check. Alright, not bad. Yeah, no, bro, you cannot go to level 2 yet. Okay, so from the front, what I see is the temple line is way higher, bro. Like, this is too high. Okay, so this definitely should be lower, about here. Okay, so this one is too damn high, and the lower part of the face feels slightly narrow as well. So you definitely want the taper. You want the widest area about here. Okay, so it's right here above the, in your case it's on the ear, so you want it above the ear, slightly above the ear, and then you need to taper it down this way, and a bit more width to the jaw would be nice. Check the side. From the side, bro, like this is like a melted face. We don't want that. So you need a sharp jaw. Okay, And then this part below this is just a triangle shape. So you definitely need to tighten these things up. This one is slightly melted. The top here, definitely push this in closer. See, the widest area is here. It should be about here, so that it can make that egg shape. Yep. So good attempt, but with these adjustments, you can do even better. Let's see. Satish, membership spending, it says. All right, let me approve it. Let's do that. 2 membership requests pending. Young, you, which one is you, bro? I think you're Cassie. Yeah, it matches your profile picture here. Done, accepted. You're in. Satish SQ, face level 2. Let's check. Yeah, we already went over this. RM, day 8. Face level 1. Yeah, we went over this as well. Yeah, definitely not consistent with the reference. See, the widest area should be up here somewhere. Here. And then the face needs a subtle taper. This one is too dramatic. And it starts very suddenly on the jaw. So definitely need a subtle taper. Then this line, then this line. Yep. Let's check the side. Side, once again, slightly melted. Yeah, this part too sharp as well. So you do want the face to be round. The skull, it's the skull. This is following the shape of the skull. The skull on the back is round, slightly round. Yep. Nomad ward. Okay. Not a head sculpt, but I just completed my first real independent sculpt. It's Toothless from How to Train Your Dragon. I think everyone knows who Toothless is. If not, you're missing out, guys. Like, How to Train Your Dragon is one of my favorite animated movie series. It's really nice. And he does resemble Toothless, so that is nice. I wish you had attached the reference as well, my friend. But I do feel like there's some sinking here. You could just smooth and polish the area around here. Also definitely smooth and polish this mouth crease and the mouth area. It just feels slightly wobbly, but definitely the likeness is there. He does resemble Toothless. I like it. And this is a big win, so congratulations. Results from today's stream. Oh, guys, by the way, something really weird happened. I streamed this Freddy, and it turned out to be like, look how amazing does this look. And what happened is I forgot to save the file, so I lost the file. And it sucks because I wanted to make a reel out of this. I wanted to share it on Instagram and everywhere, but I lost the file. Damn, bro. I just forgot to press Control S at the end of the stream, and it sucks. Alright, Nomad. From my this is the thumbnail of the stream today as well, by the way. From my understanding, the nose should go deep in the face, right? And I just love this. This was so hilarious. Awesome. Chase Evans win after 30 days. Alright. After a month, I finished the course. No exaggeration. This is probably one of the best courses I've watched, not just for sculpting, but for learning skills in general. Really thankful for the informative, motivational advice from Mr. Ishaq. And yes, you can see here. So Chase went from this to sculpting faces like this in just 30 days. That is awesome, bro. I love this. I'm just gonna mark you as a champion. Congratulations on completing the course. I love seeing this. Though there are some things that I would improve. Let me check. Yeah, the mouth feels slightly lower to me. So it should be somewhere halfway here. Just moving it up slightly would make a lot of difference. Yeah, there are some things we could improve. Yeah, the face here would definitely be slightly back, because see here, if I draw a line down from the eyebrow ridge, see there's no space between the chin and that line, on the lower lip and this line. It's very minimal. But on the reference, you can clearly see that if we draw a straight line down here, this space continues to increase. Okay, it has, the lower mouth has this taper. Why is this not working? Oh boy. Let me just manually draw this. So see, from the upper lip to the lower lip to the chin, we have this taper going on, and that space should constantly increase. So it's almost on the upper lip, then we have a gap on the lower lip, then a bigger gap on the chin. But in this case, I feel like it's missing on this reference here. Yeah, it's definitely missing. And because of that, when you look at it from the side view as well, you see this weird protrusion on the face as well. So you definitely need to push this in. I am sorry, but I have to take this back, bro. Okay, you just make these adjustments and then I will definitely pin you in the champions. I just saw these changes you could make. Awesome. So definitely congratulations on completing this, but I will mark you as a champion once you make these adjustments. Okay, looking forward. George Bakera. Okay. Hello again, everyone. So title mentions level 2 skull, but it's just the first image that focuses on it. I mainly included it because I felt like it was a major improvement when you compare it to my last post, which I haven't. That said, the images that come after are all level 3, and I was pretty happy with how they came out. As always, please provide feedback for any of the images and let me know what I can focus on to improve them. All right, let's see. Level 2 best attempt. Beautiful, bro. I love this. This is beautiful. Reference, follow along 1. All right, beautiful. Follow along 2. Beautiful. No video. Beautiful. Attempt 2. No video. Beautiful. This is beautiful, bro. I don't have anything else to comment on this, but this looks absolutely beautiful. Definitely do proceed. And by the way, for those watching or those watching the recap, just look at this, bro. So George right here is completing the exercises multiple times. There is repetition. There's no magic formula where you watch anything once and boom, you're a sculptor. You have to try it multiple times. If your result does not match the reference, you have to do it again, and you have to keep doing it again with intention until you get to a closer result. At least 80 to 90% accuracy. I don't preach 100% because nothing will ever be 100% close, but as long as you're in the ballpark of it looking similar, that is a good sign that you can move forward. And another thing about repetition is that some people, they blindly repeat the exercises without any intention. They're just repeating the exercises again and again and again and again and again and again without actually taking the time to realize what they are doing wrong in the first place. So you could repeat the exercises as many times as you want, but if you're not taking away the lessons, if you're not getting feedback, if you're not improving with every step, there's no point. You're just wasting your time. It's like running in place. You're running, but yeah, you're running in the same place. Whereas when you are running, you want to get somewhere. And that happens with deliberate practice. So you make something, you compare it with your reference, you analyze, you realize what are the things that you are doing wrong. If you cannot do that, get some feedback, make a post, I will share feedback with you. And then the next time you attempt this, try to get a better result, make it closer to the reference. And once you get close to the reference, that is when you move forward to the next level. So I love this method of practicing, bro. I love this. So this is definitely a quality post. Well done, George. I love this. Keep up the amazing work, my friend. Feel free to proceed to the faces. And yeah, cannot wait to see more. Eduardo, let's check. Day 1. Skull level 1. Okay, this looks nice. I love this. Oh, this is a subdivide cube instead of a sphere. Interesting. Okay, side looks awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Beautiful. Everything is beautiful. I love this. Keep up the amazing work. You're on a very good track. Love this. Amateur hour. Let's check yours. All right. Dot. Nice. Yeah, the chin could be slightly flatter. So here, you notice the chin, it's flat. Here, it's pointy. So definitely make this flat. That should improve this. Let's move on to the next image. This looks good. Side looks good. All right, here, yeah, I think you slightly emphasized on this cheekbone, which is not wrong necessarily, but he does look slightly malnutritioned. So you might want to fix that. Also, I do want to check the proportion here. So the nose should be somewhere in the middle of this line, about here. It feels slightly lower to me. So just move it up like a tad bit, and that should fix it. And the white and the flat chin, of course. Softer. What? Bro, I cannot read this. What is this? Is this English? Yeah, I'm not sure what this is. And yeah, this happened because you dug too much here. Okay, this part here. So just smooth it out or slightly pull it out, whatever helps you get that shape. So good to point this out that the cheekbone is slightly protruding here, but it is relatively straight here. So nice. I like this attempt. Quality boost. Change. Wait, really? Z angular? Z angular. Oh, I did not read that. I thought this was another language or something. I think he meant Z shape. Not sure. But yeah. Definitely bring it closer to this. Although this is possible as well, honestly. Just need to smooth this a bit because this does seem sunken, quite hollow. Good attempt. I like this. Have no idea. Yeah. As the instructor said, make a head best, you said. So this will be my best. Let hope I see get better from now. Bro, this is level 0. This is very nice. So you definitely have some prior experience. It would definitely be very interesting to see how you can improve this. I do see some errors here, especially on the overall shape of the head. Like it's almost like it's curving out this way, like this way. It's like an egg shape from the front, but we need this. We need the egg shape from the top. From the front, the head should have this shape, where we have the widest area here, and then it's a subtle taper. Then we have the jaw. So this is how a generic head should look like. Okay, it should have this taper going this way. But yeah, this is nice. Like you're definitely ahead of many people starting, so it would be interesting to see how you improve with this course. Looking forward to this. I posted it at general. All right, let me check it out. One new post. My very first attempt at modeling. There are tons of problems on the skull, but I don't know where to start fixing. Ready to be roasted. Yeah, bro, like I would need some context. Like, have you been trying to learn? How have you been trying to learn before this? You're gonna have fun with my model because it's my very first and very problematic. Yeah, this is definitely problematic. It's like those low poly PS1 models. I think since this is your first model and you haven't been trying, what I would recommend is, since you're inside the community pro, just go here, go to the classroom section. So click here and you will have this free course waiting for you. So this is broken down into exact steps that you need to do. And I would recommend that, bro, just shut your brain, just completely close it and just follow this course as it is. And within 4 weeks, you will have results. So the way that we get results here is insane, actually. Let me show you. 17 days, 21 days. And let me show you, bro. So this is Nikip. This is the most recent results that we got last month. We have Orkhan, and you can see this is where he started, where he is now in 21 days. Years of jumping course to course, years of being overwhelmed by anatomy information, including advice from professional sculptors with decades of experience, years of procrastinating, and then in just 21 days, he was able to make this. I tried to learn from YouTube tutorials and also had a reference made by AI. But YouTube tutorials, honestly, most of them, they suck. They are designed to make you feel like, oh wow, you just got this quick win, like how to make a cute character in 15 minutes, how to make a stylized face in 20 minutes, and they just suck. They suck by structure, because they are designed to get you a quick win. You think that, oh wow, I have to learn this, and they're teaching me this in 20 minutes, and when you follow them, you do get some results. But what they completely lack and completely miss is the basic foundation that you need as a sculptor. So this course is exactly what I wish I had when I was learning how to sculpt, because I personally have been overwhelmed for 5-6 years before actually committing to this. Every time I tried learning, every advice contradicted. One instructor said one thing, the other instructor said another thing, the third said the third thing, and I was completely overwhelmed. Someone said, oh, learn the Loomis head. Someone said, no, learn the Asaro head, learn the brains of the face, learn the muscles of the face, learn the fat pads. You need to know all of this. And I felt like I was preparing for a medical exam. But here I just teach you like an artist and not like a doctor. So I think the best thing for you is, like, even if I do share some feedback right now, it will just go over your head, because you do not have that context, that understanding that will allow you to understand it. So but the best course of action for you is to just go to the classroom section and just follow this course. And most of your answers will be answered automatically. Most of your questions will be answered automatically. And within 4 weeks, bro, I promise, if you stick to this course and just this course and stop trying to find shortcuts, this will work for you. And within 30 days, you will get results. Hi, bro. Hello, Titus. How are you? Yo, Qasim. Glad you. Bro, isn't it like super late for you now? I've never clicked to sculpting section in my life that was made without sculpting. That was made with, oh, you poly model this. Modeling is not a good way to make organic characters, unless you're trying to make something cute. Honestly, if you want to make something realistic, modeling is not the way. It's just too hard to control. You need very good grip over good topology, good modeling tactics. Sculpting is the easiest way. So you can sculpt something organically. Once you have that sculpt, you can just retopologize over it. You can model over it. But modeling something now, it's not going to work. Especially if you want to make something beautiful. Unless you're an absolute wizard at modeling. It doesn't work. That coffee is not letting me sleep at all. Thought I'd get. Bro, honestly, coffee affects me a lot as well. If I have coffee before bed, I cannot sleep. I don't know how my brother does it. He drinks coffee and then he goes to sleep. And he says, when I drink coffee, I feel sleepy. And I'm like, how does that work, bro? Like, how is your brain wired? And so many people in my family were like, they just drink coffee and they go fast asleep. I cannot do that. And even if I do sleep after having some coffee or caffeine, it's not a deep sleep. I feel like I'm sleeping, but I'm also aware of everything that's happening in my surrounding. It's like I'm awake and I'm dreaming and I'm sleeping all at the same time. It's a really weird feeling. So I just have a no coffee rule before bed, at least 6 hours. I do not have any caffeine 6 hours before bed. But I do drink a lot of coffee, so I drink about 3-4 cups in the morning. So yeah, my coffee intake is definitely a bit high. But after the afternoon, I have no coffee. I also miss just American regular size. Yeah, but like the regular is big. I think it's only in our country, in Pakistan, where they have like a small cup, but outside is regular. There's a restaurant here. It's called Iceland. And the only sizing that they have is large and jumbo. That are the only two sizes of cups that they have. It's large and jumbo. And large is this big. This big. So imagine the jumbo being this big. And if you order juice for, like, there's no ice. When there's no ice, it's all juice. And the large is it's super big. See, yeah, bro. Like, try going to a, I don't know, wherever you get your coffee from, and just, if you drink cold, just tell them no ice. Eduardo, day one. Yeah, this is really awesome. I just reviewed this. Love this. Let's go. What? How did I get 2 likes? I thought there was a glitch here as well. Yeah, previously school had a glitch where if you click really rapidly, the number would keep going up. Emma Samir. I'm moving my house, so need to pack up, but we'll leave the stream open and like the stream. Thanks for oh, my pleasure, my friend. Good luck moving. Abbas, this. Yeah, this. Iceland Dahi Bhalle were a go-to during. Yeah, bro, like Iceland Dahi Bhalle is very nice. I like it as well. Skull one and be more exciting. I also had the fruit chart. So when I was working in Lahore, the only food that I would have during the break is Iceland fruit chart without sugar, and I loved it. It was really nice. Hi everyone, glad to be here in the challenge. Recently, I've been focusing on study facial anatomy. Bro, I think I read this somewhere. Did you copy paste this on the same one? Yeah, you just copy pasted the text on the previous post as well. Interesting. Yeah, I think I did review your previous sculpt, didn't I? Let me check. Yeah, this one. We've already reviewed this. Yeah, see? Same text. Awesome. Don't be a Jerry. All right, another meme. Let's see. The Jerry fixing proportion and base, adding pose. So this is how most Jerrys are, bro. They make a shitty face. All right. They have shitty proportions. They have shitty facial structure. It looks like shit. They know that it's very shitty. It's not nice. And what they think is going to improve their sculpt is pose. It's textures. It's lighting. And I just want to give you this example. So imagine that there's a piece of shit, right? So there's this piece of poo-poo right here. And if I try to decorate this piece of shit, right? I add some flowers to this piece of shit. I add some flowers here as well. I also throw in some colorful sprinkles on this piece of shit. No matter how much I try to decorate this piece of shit, it's still a stinky piece of shit. No one wants this. The same thing happens when you sculpt a shitty face and then you think, oh wow, adding pose to this is what's going to fix it. No, bro, you're just adding pose to something that's already bad. So no matter if you have a shitty face, bro, not you personally, but if you sculpt a shitty face and then you make the most beautiful eyes on it, the proportions suck and everything, but you make the most beautiful eyes, the most beautiful plump feminine lips on it, it's not going to look nice. The reason being that the base sucks. Another example that I can share here is imagine that you were baking a cake and the cake that you baked is burned. So this crust is burned. Everything is burned. Is there any point adding icing to this cake? Is there any point adding a cherry on top of this cake? Not at all, bro. Why? Because it's burned. The base sucks. So similarly, the face that you create, the block out of the face, the one that you make here. So this block out of the face right here, this is the base of the cake. If this sucks, no matter you can add sprinkles to it, you can add cherry on top of it, you can add more details to it, this is still going to suck. So this is the most important step, and this is why I always tell people that before you proceed to adding anything to the face, fix the shape of the face first. Get the basics right. Figure out how to block a face out first, and then you add the details. Because if this is not right, you can make the most beautiful eyes and this will suck as well. So adding pose to something that's already bad is a big Jerry move. Don't do it. You're just wasting your time. This week inside the Da Vinci School, let me show you guys so what we did inside the Da Vinci School. By the way, if you don't know, Da Vinci School is my paid program. This is a more serious community where you can see we just practice more advanced stuff. We just work on more advanced stuff. And I love this. So you can see here Hamza just recently sculpted this stylized torso, and just look at the results. Like, this is awesome. And yeah, just like Nicola said, almost no difference. So that is insane. You can see Ryan's completed this female bust. He's working on this, and you can see how it turned out. It's really, really nice. This is my paid community, by the way. This is where I am more active. So what I do here weekly, I do here almost every single day. And what we have inside is we have more serious courses. So you can see we have a course on anatomy. We have a course on female anatomy, retopo and baking. We have a course on stylized anatomy. And the reason you can see this level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. The reason I place stylize at the end is because so many people, they begin with stylization. They think, oh, wow, this is so easy and I can make cute characters with stylization and I want to make something cool. It does not work. The reason is, once again, you don't have a good base. You don't have a good foundation. So how do you expect you can stylize something when you don't understand what you're looking at? So once you build your understanding, but then you can go to stylize sculpting courses. And when you do it that way, you can see this is the kind of result that you get. So it's pretty amazing. And the enrollments for the DaVinci School are going to open very, very soon. So if you want to apply, just click the link in the description. And in the about page, you'll see a join group button here. So just press that button. You will enter the waiting list and I will let you know when the doors open so that you can secure your seat. I only take, I only take limited slots because I just want to focus on getting the members result. So if you are interested, just click the join group button now and I will let you know when the doors open so that you don't miss them out. Bro, Ryan literally became sculpting pro. Is he experienced much in sculpting? Ryan had actually been trying to learn sculpting for quite a while, but of course he's a busy guy. He has his YouTube channel to run, he runs his own business, and that has kept him occupied for quite a while. But what Ryan mentioned is that he got very serious with this community and the structure of the way that things are laid out here. It really, really helped him, and he has made insane progress since he had joined. So yeah, Ryan is putting in the work and he is making insane progress. See here, he also made this Asian female head, which is so cool. I love this. So guys, if you want to take your sculpting to the next level, if you are serious about this, just click the join group button here, click the link in the description and click the join group button here, and I will personally reach out to you when the doors open. And by the way, I did reach out the members on the waiting list before, and one of the slots is already taken. I only have one more slot remaining. So don't waste this opportunity. Don't procrastinate on this. And you can see here, so Fabio completed his first torso. This is his first time sculpting a full torso, learning anatomy, and you can see the results that he got. You can see Alex sculpted the spooky character for our weekly challenge theme. I love this. I just love spooky themes. So this is really, really nice. You can see Ryan. So Ryan completed his Michelangelo's David, which looks insane. I love how he did the hair over here. And Joshua also completed his first stylized anatomy course. So just go ahead, apply, and I will see you there. Satish, let's check. Daily practice, phase level 1. So honestly, I like this attempt more than the rest of your attempts. So this one is actually pretty nice. Just that it curves very dramatically as it goes down. We definitely want this slight slant and then a sudden change for the jaw. So see here, we have this slant on the face, and then we can see the jaw here. So it's a pretty prominent change. The face will have these 3 curves. So one line, and one line. So this is the side of the face. You will see this for the jaw. You will see this for the chin. And that is important. And I think that's the only thing lacking here. So just widen this slightly so that you have that. And it would be pretty good. I like this attempt 1. That is nice. Yeah, from the side, I just share the feedback. So from the side, the two actually looks better. You have the blocky shape of the head. The top is slightly flat. You have the forehead, very nice. The front looks very nice. You see the bottom here. It is sharp. It is chiseled. So it looks nice as well. So definitely take this feedback into account. I think you're currently just struggling with consistency, but keep practicing this unless you get something that looks consistent. Once you have that, just move on to the next level. I was following Ryan several years. He mentioned you in that. Then I'm glad to know you. My pleasure. I'm glad. Yeah, Ryan has been very generous with the shout out that he recently gave me. And a lot of members have came from his channel. And it's pretty interesting as well because I actually learned about the sculpting tools from Ryan's video. So he had a video where he described all of the brushing, all of the sculpting brushes when I was new to sculpting in Blender. So that was the video that I watched. Also the mat cap that I use a custom mat cap. So here is the mat cap that I use for my projects. And I also do share this mat cap for free. So once you complete the 1 month challenge, I will share this mat cap with you for free so that you can use this as well. The cool thing about this matte cap is that it just really brings out the details. So let me show you. If I zoom in on this head and I zoom in on this head, so see here, this is the default Blender matte cap. This is the matte cap that I made. And the cool thing about this is that I learned how to make a matte cap from Ryan as well. So it's been a pleasure sharing my sculpting knowledge with him, and yeah, being able to help him with this. So it's been a pleasure working with Ryan. He's an absolute treat to work with. And yeah, he's dead serious about this. He puts in the work. So it's very inspiring. So if you want this matte cap as well, just complete the 1 month challenge and I will give it to you for free as a gift. So you can see how much details it pops up. It's the same model, by the way. So that's pretty sick. RM day 7, face level 1. Something's off. This reminds me of a joke. Oh, bro, like not something. Everything is off here. What the hell, bro? Like these ears. Elephant ears. Like, bro, honestly, I think that this is something that's so obvious that I do not need to comment on this. And honestly, like about posts like this, I cannot care about your art more than you care about it yourself. So if you did not put the work that required you to get too closer to the head, then like why should I bother with giving feedback here? This is the Jerry post, my friend. And I'm sorry if this feels a bit harsh, but honestly, like I have gotten on calls with people, and when they sculpt something like this, and I'm on the call with them, and I'm like, hey, what do you think is off? They automatically say that, okay, I think the jaw is a bit slight. I think the head is a bit short. I think the ears are a bit big. And I'm like, bro, if you can recognize this, why did you post? Why didn't you fix it before you posted it? So, bro, I think this is obvious. It's very obvious what's wrong here. So this is the Jerry post trend. I think your later attempts were definitely better. Let me check. Yeah, so this is better. Like this tells me that you put some effort to it. You did do your homework. And that is when you should, when you ran into problem. But this one, like I can tell that, okay, this was a rushed process. You just posted it for the sake of it. So of course, I'd love to share feedback here. But this is a Jerry post. This is very low effort. Oh, Titus, here you are. Let's check your post, my man. Day 5, skull level 3. Excited to work on face, bro. Literally, I didn't expect that I can do, but I'm doing good with mouse. Oh, you're sculpting with the mouse. I'm planning to buy one drawing tablet. I would highly recommend that you do so. It will just reduce your effort by so much. Okay, and it makes it very easy. The pen tablet is designed to sculpt because it gives you that feeling of a pen. Of course, it gives you more organic movement. It also has pressure sensitivity, so if you press hard, it detects that, gives you a bigger brush size, gives you a stronger stroke. So it is so much better. Whereas if you sculpt with the mouse, like I personally experienced it, when I tried sculpting with the mouse, I did this on a live stream as an experiment just to see, okay, can I sculpt with the mouse? And when I did it, bro, my wrist hurt like hell. Unnecessarily. And it's constantly, I have to tweak the size, I have to constantly tweak the strength. So when I'm working with the tablet, I never adjust the strength or the size. Like for the size, I just press F, but I never have to adjust the strength because the pen tablet does it for me. Wait, I'm getting a sneeze. Okay, and it's gone. This is so annoying when you get a sneeze and it just goes away halfway. Learning from masters until masters learn from learner. Definitely, Ryan is a master at Blender. And I think sculpting is something that's so niche in Blender. Most people use Blender for various reasons. Like Blender has so many use cases for product renders, and sculpting is something that is so niche. And one of the reasons I consider it to be niche is because of how difficult it can be. So when I tried getting into sculpting, let me actually show you here. So when I tried to get into sculpting, it was so freaking hard, bro, that instead of sculpting, I was doing everything else. Let me show you here. This is what I was doing inside Blender. So I was making these cinematic scenes. So you can see these scenes that I created. I actually made a full short animation video of this. I made these product renders. So I had this animation where the petal was slowly coming here, and then it settles on the screen. I made this car renders, product renders, and actually I got so good that I became a top pretty freelancer on Upwork, giving all of these services. So, and I did this not because I was extremely passionate about this. I did this because sculpting was so damn difficult. That whenever I tried sculpting, it would turn out to be a piece of shit. So I ended up going back on working on these things. And the reason that these things are so easy to follow is because, bro, you can literally follow a product animation tutorial and get the same results as the instructor, because you can copy the exact values, you can copy the angle of the lights, you can copy the value of the lights, you can copy the roughness, you can copy the material properties and everything, and you can get something that is very close to the reference, to the instructor. But when you're trying sculpting, it's so intuitional and it requires context, and it can be very overwhelming to try sculpting, and the results will not be close to the instructor 100%. It will never be. So I was completely overwhelmed by this, and that is when I just started committed to this. On December 25th, I decided, okay, bro, I'm going to grind at this no matter what. I'm going to give myself a year, and all I'm going to do is to suffer. So every day for 1 hour, I will learn how to sculpt to the best of my abilities. And bro, it just turned out to be good. Once I committed, I'll be honest, but this was so uncomfortable. I don't have all of the practices that I did. I did so many and I sucked. You can see this is where I started. This is where I started with sculpting. And this is where I am now. So it's been a very long journey. And now my mission is to just help other people get similar results in the fraction of a time. So you can see, bro, in 15 days, Stefan, 15 days, Hamza, from here, this sculpt to here. So you can see Tom from here to here in 32 days. Vlad from here to here in 30 days. So that is my life's mission now. I just want to make sculpting more accessible, because I know how passionate I was about making characters, and I just could not find the right resource and the proper way to practice this. So this is my life's mission, but like, I just want to help people get results with sculpting in the shortest time possible. And you can look at this. So Henry on day 13 posted this inside the community. This course was the best course that I've ever seen in 5 years, and probably the most intuitive and overwhelming. Ishaq, you really are able to reach an art in the most unique way that I have ever seen. And what's my unique way? My unique way is to not overwhelm you with bullshit advices, with bullshit stuff. Okay, you're an artist, you're not a doctor. You don't need to memorize these names. You don't need to learn anatomy to such an extent that you become a doctor. You don't have to memorize all of these things. And there are artists out there doing this right now because they think that they need this for sculpting. You don't. You only need a few muscle groups that you can see, that you can visually see, because you're an artist, you're not a doctor. And that is what I focus on. I focus on the 80-20 principle. I focus on the 20% stuff that gives you 80% results. And for those who don't know what the Pareto's principle is, let me tell you, bro. Imagine this conversation that I'm having with you. We're speaking English, right? I'm speaking English. I'm having this conversation with you. I'm making this video. There are 1 million words in the English dictionary. How many words do you think I am using right now to have this conversation with you? Or how many words do you use in day-to-day conversation for English to have a conversation with anyone? I think less than 2,000 to 4,000 words. That is all you need. You just need that minimal vocabulary, a bit of grammar, and you can strike a conversation with anyone. You can read whatever you want. You can build your knowledge by reading anything that you want. The same thing goes for sculpting, bro. You only need a few muscle groups and a few basic principles that will allow you to look at any reference and replicate that. You don't need all of these terms. These terms are bullshit. You don't need them. You are an artist. You're not a doctor. No one cares what the name of chest muscle is. Pectoralis major, pectoralis minor, the biceps brachii short head, biceps brachii long head. You don't need that information. You're an artist, for God's sake. And I have met people, I have interacted with people who know all of these names front and back, memorize this by heart. They know everything about anatomy. The only thing they can't do is to sculpt. And to me, I just find that ridiculous, bro. That you memorized all of this for what? And the only thing you can't do is how to sculpt? That's just crazy. And there are artists out there who make such inspiring characters and sculpts, and they don't know any of this. They don't know what these terms are called. You just need a few muscle groups and you can learn how to sculpt. And that is all that I focus on. And if you don't believe that this works, bro, just join this community, try this course for free, and you will know exactly what I mean by this. Yeah, Tito, sorry for the delay on this, man. I just went on to a rant. So let's check this. Okay. Yep. So what I see from the front is this is very, very nice. I like this. What you can improve is the shape of above shape up here. So see here how this is almost a flat line here. The shape that you want to be looking at is aviator glasses. And you see it's a very subtle curve here, but I see this sharp angle here. It peaks about here, but here you can see that it peaks almost somewhere in the middle. So we can just slightly adjust this shape of the orbit slightly, and then you should be good to go. The other thing that I think you can fix is this part gets too thin. It's not too concerning though, but definitely if you have a bit more width here, a bit more structure here, that would be nice. So notice this angle here, okay, how this ridge forms this sort of a shape. But over here, we just have this, where's the cursor? It's so hard to see the cursor with this tool. Yeah, you just have this shape going on. So definitely just give this a bit more structure. That should be nice. I think this can be narrowed slightly. So the jaw can be slightly narrower, but it's nothing too concerning. You're almost there, bro. From the side, what I can see, the side is a bit more concerning. So you see we have this bump over here, whereas over here we just have this flat slope and this slight bump for the eyebrow ridge. So you're missing that. You're missing that eyebrow ridge bump, and then this part should be relatively linear because this is the male skull. It should be fairly blocky. Also, this part, I feel like the mouth area is protruding too much. The way that you want to check this is just draw a straight line down here, and then you can compare. Okay, so see here, the mouth is very minimally forward in front of this. But if I do the same thing here, if I draw a straight line here, you can see that most of this is out, and we definitely need to push this section in. So just these few changes, and I think you should be, the top looks nice, nothing too concerning with the top. Yeah, just fix these two things and you should be good to go. You can also fix the jaw here. So the jaw, notice the thickness on this. So this is fairly wide, but you see here it gets very thin. So definitely we could make this slightly wider as well. There's just these few adjustments and you'll be good to go. So love this. Quality post, W. Let's move on. Martin's salary. I just finished the skull lessons. How does it look? Let's see. Okay, in order for me to tell how does this look, I need you to attach the reference. Since there's no reference here, I have to mark this as a JT post, and I cannot share feedback on this because there's nothing that I can share feedback from. And yeah, guys, there's like a strict rule on this. So when you watch the course, there are clear instructions on how to make a quality post. Let me show you. So quality post is where you have the reference and the sculpt side by side so that I can show you what the problem is. If you don't attach the reference, I cannot show you what the problem is. I know what the problem is, but if I share it, you won't get it. So do attach the references, and that is a quality post. What's a Jerry post, you may ask? A Jerry post is a low effort post where you just attach the reference and you think, oh boy, can you share me feedback? Or it's a low effort where you can visually see the problems and I can tell that, okay, this was rushed, and it's nothing close to the how about the instructions on the courses, because if it's not close to the instructions on the course, it just tells me you've been skipping lessons and you're a Jerry, and there's no tolerance for Jerrys. So a post like this, see, just the reference. Can you share some feedback? No, I cannot, bro, because there's no reference. So yeah, Satish, yeah, we already checked this. Okay, skull level 3. Yeah, skull looks nice. The jaw could be slightly wider, thicker. It's a bit narrow here, but nothing too concerning. Yeah, good job here. Wow, the posts are increasing week by week. And that's a good sign. The community is getting more active, so I love that. RM, phase 1, level 1, feedback please. Let's check. Yeah, but use the reference that is for phase level 1. So when you're working on phase level 1, use the phase level 1 reference. This is what you need to follow. Let's check here. Yeah, I think I did feedback for your posts already. I think this is a problem. So I do this video every week, and then the posts, they compile up. So for example, the same person could have practiced throughout the week and he's sharing different stages. So should I feedback on every one of them, or should I feedback on the recent ones? Or should I make another separate category that says roast my sculpt, so that I can roast it specifically? I just filter through the roast my sculpt category and I just give feedback on the roast sculpts. So let me know, what should I do? What do you guys think? What do you think is a good solution for this? Should we make like a separate roast my sculpt category? Or how should we tackle this? What do you guys think? Karthik Singh. Bro, applied for the Da Vinci School for sculptors. What are the requirements to join, bro? There are no requirements, bro. But what will happen is you have entered the waiting list now. I will go through it and I will send you a link. And in that link, we will go through a call. I will show you the exact process of how we will completely transform your sculpts, get you on the next level, get you to achieve your goals. And if you think it's a good, if you think it's a good fit, we can talk more details and I will walk you through how you can join the Da Vinci School. If you don't feel like it's a good fit, you can still ask me any questions that you want, and I would love to answer them for you so that you can have more clarity in your sculpting journey. So it's a win-win. Don't worry, I will reach out to you very soon after the stream. Karthik Singh, should I move to the next stage or practice a little more? Okay, let's check. Okay, not bad. I just feel like this is too deep, so definitely you could move this slightly forward, but it's nothing too concerning, bro. Like, overall, this is nice. I like this. Let's check the front. Just this wobbliness, this is not nice. We definitely want to smooth and straighten this out. The cheek feels slightly lower. It feels very full, very cutie. So you could slightly, yeah, just look at the structure here. Okay, it is, you have that structure, bro, but it's like this very big. It's like baby cheeks or something. Yeah, you just need to move it up slightly and that should fix it. Yo, Ishaq, hey, just wanted to let you know I won't be able to make it for the call today. No worries, my friend. I hope everything is all right. And yeah, thank you for letting me know. So by the way, guys, inside the Da Vinci School, what we have is we have weekly calls where the members will see it's going to happen in 47 minutes. What happens is that we get on the call and we just talk about sculpting. If you need feedback, you can get feedback. We just hang around, talk about sculpting, talk about other stuff. This is how we socialize as a community and we build bonds. Yeah, you can just ask anything you want. It's a really fun, low pressure thing. And yeah, I love weekly calls. Yeah, just hanging over. Oh, sure thing, man. Have fun. Have a great time. This feels slightly off. Yeah, this slope is too much, bro. Yeah, you just definitely want to fill up this area slightly. And then we have this for the cheek. So definitely just need a bit more volume here. And once you have that, I think you're ready to proceed to the faces. So just fix these things and you're good to go. Chase Evans. So Chase is already almost a champion. Chase is almost a champion. Let's see what he did here. Bro, how did you go to the eyes without going to the mouth? Because in the community, in the course, I add the eyes at the end. So how did you do that? Oh, by the way, I see this mistake happening very often. So what happens is that people text me, they message me, hey Ishaq, you didn't add the mouth and the eyes. And I'm like, I did. Like, no, you did not. But what happens here is that you have to click this drop down that you can reveal week 4. Once you do that, bro, then week 4 will be visible. And I know this seems very confusing. It looks like the week 4 is open and the week 4 content is the do's and don'ts and the painting the face. But the week four's content is actually the lips, the sculpting the lips, the eyes breakdown, sculpting the eyes, final pass, and makeup and post. So this is the actual modules inside the week four. So click this drop box. School does not make it very obvious, and it does get very confusing. So definitely click this button here. How much does that cost, bro? Bro, I just revealed the price on the call. Once we make sure that it is a good fit. If it's a good fit, we can talk the price. If it's not a good fit, you can just walk away with your questions answered. Yeah, this phase right here, bro, I think you could definitely add a bit more structure to it. So here, this just feels like a curve in the bottom. So definitely make it slightly flat here, the chin slightly flat here, and give the face a bit more structure. That should help. Quality post. Dijon, let's check. Sculpt level 2. Okay, nice. Something is off, but I cannot see it. I can get the blocker good enough, but when I go to sculpt in the eyes, it just feels so off. Can you help me point out the missing issues I'm having? Yeah, sure thing, my friend. Okay, one thing that I notice here is that the temple line, it's curving inwards. Okay, the temple line, what we want to do with it is that it goes up and away. Okay, so just fix the temple line there. Honestly, I think this is very nice. The widest area is here. You need to move it up here somewhere. So notice how the widest area of the skull is here. Okay, and not down here. So that is something that you can fix. So it should follow this shape right here. And this is also the same shape that we follow for the head. So the widest area should be slightly above. And honestly, I think this is good, man. This is nice. You could fix the shape slightly here. So it has this downwards angle. You can just slightly flatten this top. And yeah, you'll be good to go, my friend. You can also bring this slightly closer. I think the gap here is slightly wide. So just use the grab brush, push it here, and then it will squeeze this area. Honestly, you're almost there. So this is nice. Okay. What I noticed from here is definitely, this is a problem from the side view. So let's check. So yeah, from the side view, what I can see is that this area is way behind. You definitely need to pull this forward. And the reason being is if you draw a straight line down here, okay, you see how much forward the nose is. The nose protrudes so much. The mouth, this whole section protrudes so much ahead of this line. But as you can see on the straight line here, on the line that we drew here, let me draw a straight one. Yeah, only this much section is exposed. That's it. But this is protruding quite a lot. So you do need to bring this area forward. Or what you can alternatively do is to push this section in. It's relative, so you can adjust one of these two things. Okay, top looks nice. This is just a bit pointy. But to smooth it out, that should do it. Nothing too concerning. Yeah, the side is very concerning. So when you fix the side, it will also fix the third quarter. So see here, on the third quarter, we have this structure here. And these are not on the same angle. So what you should be seeing is you should be seeing this protrusion for the upper brow ridge, this sinking for the eye socket, and then you should be seeing this cheekbone over here. So that is what you will be seeing here. And then of course we have the orbit of the skull here. So just fix the side view. That should fix most of it. Quality post. RM, face level 1. We already went through this. Titus, skull level 2. Really enjoying your course and chilling to practice. It's tough and takes time, but I'm interested to continue. Yeah, I think I shared feedback on your recent skull level 1. You're almost there, friend. You're almost there. Shared feedback. Yeah, so that was all for this week. Once again, if you want your sculpts roasted, I think I will make a separate section for this so that it's a bit more organized. We have one membership request. Let me approve that. Yeah, I think I will make a separate category for this so that we stay a bit more organized. And yes, join this challenge if you want to learn sculpting in the easiest way possible. If you do not know where to start, if you are overwhelmed, if you are learning like a doctor and you want to learn like an artist, just join this free community, bro. Join the free course. It's step by step. It's absolutely free and it gets result like crazy. Okay, you can see all of the results that the members have gotten here. And if you're a bit more serious, then just consider joining the DaVinci School. I only have limited slots left to this. So just click the link in the description. You will go to the about page. Over here, you just click on the join group button. It will show you a join group button. Let me show you how. Yeah. So this is how it will look like for you. So click this join group button. You will enter the waiting list and I will reach out to you when the doors open. And we will get on a free one-to-one call. You can ask me any questions that you want. If you think it's a good fit, I will share more details and you can become a member of this. If not, then no problem, but you walk with your questions answered. It's a win-win. And you can see the kind of amazing results that we get inside the DaVinci School. This is a place only for serious members, only for people who are serious about sculpting. All we talk about is sculpting. And when you see other people getting insane results with sculpting, you feel like, oh boy, I want to get results as well. You get that positive FOMO effect. So do consider joining. Limited slots. And yes, I will see you there. Yeah. Okay, we have one question here. Let me see. Bro, literally that's worth good, bro, but the real issue is that I'm just a student, bro, so I cannot afford more, bro. A slight introvert who struggles to talk, bro. Hope you understand that, bro. Okay, no problem, bro. I'll reach out to you via DMs and we can chat more. If you think it's a good fit, by all means, I would love to have you inside. All right, with that said, take care, everyone. That's it for today's stream. Here's a fist bump. Boom.